Good morning, good morning. The leaves are changing colors and it's a crisp 57 degrees out here this morning. And I'm gonna tell you a little story, a little bit of a story. And it's about screwing up, owning it, and moving forward. So we screwed up on that first sugar order, and it was about 10,000 pounds of sugar, and it was rejected by the customer.
Iguodala to Curry, back to Iguodala, up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James. LeBron James with the rejection.
When you hear that, your stomach just, oh man, it's like going over. You know, you remember those times when you were in school and you forgot there was a test or there was a report and you didn't do it? Almost the same feeling as going over the first hill on that roller coaster. You know, you just feel like your stomach, yeah, it's just awful. And once that feeling is, maybe it doesn't go away for a while, but you got to just buck up and communicate and ask the customer, okay, what happened? And it was something simple. We just missed it. There's a moisture specification for maple sugar. Intuitively, we all know it, but being a new vendor, our customer tested it, and we were at 2.2% moisture. And if you're making maple sugar and you want to be in the specification of 1% or less, you have to cook that syrup up to 270 degrees. Not one farmer I know cooks syrup up to 270 degrees to make sugar. None of us do. You get a little bit more yield if there's 11 pounds per gallon of maple syrup at 66 bricks, and you cook it to 260 degrees, you'll get what, 7.3 pounds or something. And as you go lower in your cook temperature, it's more water remaining in the, I call it molten sugar. So the higher the temperature you go, the more dry sugar you make. And we know this intuitively, but until somebody's testing you for moisture, you just didn't think about it. Whoa, these little guinea hens there. Haven't seen those in a while. I don't know what those are, grouse? Wow, haven't seen those in a while. That's probably why there isn't many of them. They were just kind of walking in the road there. But we missed them. So I was talking about temperature, sugar, moisture. So we've made the correction. The customer has been very graceful. They missed it too. And we're just going to improve it and move forward. So the first order's rejected, and now we have, I believe we're going to get a PO, an open PO for 3 more orders. So they have faith in us. From a scientific standpoint, I have a lot of faith in our team. We have ordered 2 methods to test moisture. We have a Mettler scale coming, should be here today. I think Taylor ordered that off Amazon. And it's so accurate in measurement of weight by, grams, that I think it goes out to 3 decimal points. So it'll be like, it's, 0.000. I think that's the thousandths, right? You have tenths, hundredths, thousandths. And then what we're going to do is take a sample with, probably going to use some, I call them cupcake, those foil cupcake, something that can handle heat in the oven. So you do a measurement, you take your sample, put it in the foil, and then you'll turn around, weigh it, stick it in the oven for low temperature, 150 degrees, and let it bake. Get that moisture out of there, and weigh it after it cools, and you should be able to do a calculation. Beginning weight minus ending weight, in parentheses, divided by the beginning weight. It should be a small number, and that'll give you your percent. You'll have to multiply that number by 100 to get a percentage. But we need to be 99% maple sugar or above. I hope that makes sense. And for those of you who are making maple sugar and not checking your moisture, is if you get into the big boy, the bigger type customers, like, they don't want to pay for water. And if somebody's buying 300,000 or 400,000 pounds of maple sugar every year, they don't really want to buy 3,000 or 4,000 pounds of water. I don't think that's as critical as the fact that they have formulas, and if there's additional water they weren't accounting for, then that will change their water activity in their product. And our customers are sophisticated with their technology and their formulations, so we need to be sophisticated in how we monitor moisture and water activity. So I hope to get into this a little bit more as we go down the road, because I do like lab equipment. From my prior life, I have a little background in it, and I enjoy the nerdy science stuff. And then trying to explain it, I do enjoy explaining it in layman's terms instead of getting all like technical, like what does it do? Little Weezer.
I got some money for you.
Oh, got to get our fancy football. Did you win it? Did you win this week? Are you 2-0? 1-1. Yeah, I got whooped. My son Jared whooped me. Beautiful thing. So we got two air conditioners. Let me move away from the air conditioner. We have two air conditioners in our clean room and our sugar room, and one is on, and then Dino's getting the second one. It wasn't working. It worked, then stopped working, so we just shut it off. And then we have one here from when we used to use a cool bot to keep our syrup cold, and we're going to get operational in our clean room today. And then going to put a dehumidifier in as well. Like, we're going to make it so everybody that works here has to use moisturizer, because they're going to get so dried out in this room. We got to keep the sugar dry, keep the moisture down, and in some instances maybe even dry sugar out. So yeah, we're going to be so dry that it's going to be like a desert within a 200-foot radius of Bissell Maple Farm. Industrial dehumidifier. This is for 7,000 square feet.
Started off at 66% relative humidity. We're down to 58. And it is, that's the brand.
What are we doing, Taylor?
We are testing water activity and moisture in the sugar.
So we're testing for moisture, and right now we haven't got our lab stuff in, but we are making our own testing system. We've grabbed samples. We're getting a known amount. I mean, the weakness in our test is the error, relative error of this scale is probably not accurate enough for what we're trying to learn, but it'll give us a starting point. So did I put one on there yet? I did.
Yeah, I need that one to say 11.
You got it. Taylor's keeping me straight. What do you call it, Taylor? I get a little bit distracted?
Possibly.
Would you say distracted is a good way to put it?
It would.
So you saw Greta Van Fleet, didn't you?
Did.
They're like a regular rock and roll band.
Yeah. Which is pretty awesome considering most music
There just isn't
is
much.
terrible.
So we're tearing.
Oops.
That works too. No, leave it on there. It'll tear if you turn it on. So there you go. This is number 11, right?
This is number 12.
12. See, Taylor, I was just testing you. So there we go. Number 12, 27 grams.
Yep.
So what we're going to do is put these in the oven, and we're testing our test. We're actually checking the repeatability, and we're also going to test if the moisture content is different in different boxes, the top of the box, the middle of the box, center or bottom of the box. Not a big sample there. The bigger the sample, the more accurate.
Right. It's for 13.
And we have a Mettler scale on order because that will be way more accurate than this little guy. We need thousandths. Because as you can imagine, there may not even be a gram of moisture in these. So it's going to make us look really good. So accuracy. So first test method, and then we're going to go for accuracy. And these are beer sampling glasses, if you're wondering, from the Craft Maple Festival that we host.
Of 2019, I believe.
I feel a little bit of moisture coming out. That's dusty. Oh yeah. What's up, buddy? It's dusty in here. Oh wow, that's thicker, fluffier, isn't it? Mmm.
This ain't no temporary, typical tearful goodbye. This ain't no breaking up and waking up and making up one more
Which
time.
leads me to, we have some travel coming up. And if you would like, hopefully we'll be able to meet you someday. If you watch the channel, next weekend we are going to be at the IMSI, the International Maple Syrup Institute. We're going to be at that event outside of Boston, Massachusetts in Sturbridge. We will be in the Farm Blocks booth. So that show is going to be on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and there will be times that we're in that booth. So please come down and say hi to us. Like, if you watch the channel, here's what happens. People will come to shows, Paul Bunyan, whatever. They'll see us. They won't come up to us. And then they'll go right home and they'll get in the comment section of a video and go, hey, I saw you at the show and I didn't want to say hi, or the line was too long, whatever it is. Please stop it and say hi. I work hard on this. Like, we work hard on this YouTube channel. Let us know that you watch it, or, you found out about the International Maple Syrup Show. If you want to go to that show, you can just Google IMSI Maple Syrup Show. I think the easiest link is coming up through the Wisconsin Maple Producers Association. So you can click through, find out the times. But Fred and I will be leaving Thursday morning. We will be at the show Thursday afternoon, evening, Friday, and then Saturday. And then hopefully we'll get to go tour Boston a little bit. I've never been there. That leads me to another show we're going to be doing. So the Kentucky Maple Producers Association, they invited me to speak. I'm super excited. So let me give you the dates on that. Kentucky Maple Producers Association meeting is going to be November 4th. So that'll be Saturday, November 4th. That's in Berea, Kentucky. I'm the first speaker, and I'm going to be talking about going from a hobby producer to a full-time job. I'm going to be talking about bourbon barrel-aged maple syrup. Hey, we're in Kentucky. Let's talk about barrel-aged maple syrup. And then something a little different. I'm going to be talking about associations. What good associations do, what they look like. Some of the pitfalls and traps that producers can fall into that can harm an association. I'll be talking a little bit about that because I've seen a lot. I've been, asked to speak at shows, and there's just a marked difference between the ones that have it going on and some that that I may have experience with that don't really have it going on. And there's some traits that are common between the successful associations and some traits that are common between the less successful associations. That's a good way to put it. But hope to see you at one of those two shows. And then the Lake Erie Maple Expo, this is the last thing I was going to talk about to let you know. That's Friday, November 10th and 11th. That is in Albion, Pennsylvania, just off of Lake Erie. And, if you're from Ohio, Pennsylvania, Western New York, it's a pretty easy drive for you. So we'll probably be at a booth somewhere in there. If you see us, stop and say hi. Hope to see you at one of those shows. It's been a busy day. Busy 6 weeks. Just show you what's going on. Making more sugar. We got that going on. Let me turn you. Well, hold on one second. Got some whiskey barrels in here. A lot of them. A lot of them. These ones haven't been processed yet. They're not warm. So, got a lot of whiskey barrels. Mike's cleaning pots. Look at all this work going on in here. I can't stay too long. It might rub off on me. All this work. Is this just hot water?
Yeah, that's for cleaning our pots.
Smart. What are you doing here, Zach Bo?
Getting ready to fill some bourbon barrels.
Woo! Good syrup, dark robust.
This is organic amber. This is for
The customer? Gotcha. Organic amber going in bourbon barrels. So are these Kentucky bourbon barrels? Okay.
This is gone, 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 gone. Gone like a freight train, gone like yesterday. Gone like a soldier in the Civil War. Bang, bang, gone like a 59 Cadillac. Like all the good things that ain't never coming back. So gone, 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 gone. She's gone. This ain't no give it time, I'm hurting, but maybe we can work it out. Won't be no champagne, red rose, romance, second chance. This is gone, 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 gone. Gone like a freight train, gone like yesterday. Gone like a soldier in the Civil War. Bang, bang, gone like a 59 Cadillac. Like all the good.
Record you. You better stop. Listen, I want to make it my ringtone when Andy calls. Hi. Elliot.
What was that?
Elliot. I want to hear the.
Ellie, what are you doing back there?
Do something to space it.
This is gone.